back to my YouTube channel. So today we're looking into 98% likely WAEC 2025 biology question. These are questions that you should add to whatever you are reading for your upcoming WAEC 2025. So take this question so serious and add it up to whatever you are reading. I mean, study it very well. Now let's start. Question number 1 says that what are saprophytes? I mentioned 4 examples of saprophytic organisms. So what are saprophytes? Saprophytes are organisms that feed on dead and decaying organic matter. So the solution, so saprophytes are what? Saprophytes are organisms that feed on dead and decaying organic matter. So that is just a simple definition of, or simple explanation of what saprophytes are. Then if you can furthermore explain, you can also write it there that okay, saprophytes, they obtain their nutrients by what? By breaking down complex substances in the remain of plant and animal. So that's also a good point for you to include, but if you don't want to, you may not. So full stop. And then it says 4 examples of saprophytic organism. Now the 4 examples of saprophytic organism are number one is rhizopus. So rhizopus, that's number 1. Another one is mucor, that is mucor. Now after mucor we still have penicillin, that's number 3. Penicillin. So after penicillin, well, we still have bacteria as number 4. Bacteria. So you can add up more if you wish to. Go through your textbooks and add up more. Now let's move to question 2. Now in question 2 states that we should highlight 3 effects of bush burning on what? On the ecosystem. Read it very well. Highlight 3 effects of bush burning on the ecosystem. Means that you should just state the effect of burning bush on the ecosystem. Now what is it going to be? Solution. So number 1 effect is that it's going to lead to destruction of what? Soil organism. It's going to lead to destruction of soil organism. So another effect of bush burning on the ecosystem is that it's going to lead to loss of soil nutrients. So loss of soil nutrients. Okay, we have to state 3. So another one we can also include here is that it will lead to destruction of habitats. So destruction of habitats, plural habitat. So that is question number 2. Now let's move to the next question, which is question number 3. Now in question number 3, number 3 says that you should explain genotype and what? And phenotype. So if you're explaining this, what is genotype? Genotype is the what? Is genetic makeup of an organism. That is very simple. So genotype is the what? Is the genetic, genotype is genetic makeup of an organism. Is the genetic makeup of an organism. Although you can read more on that, but that's just the simple definition that you can give whenever they ask you to explain what genotype is all about. Now what about phenotype? Phenotype is the physical appearance or traits of an organism. Phenotype is the physical appearance. Phenotype is the physical appearance or traits of an organism. Physical appearance or traits of an organism. Okay, Now that is that about question number 3. Now let's move to question number 4. Now in question number 4 says that what is the feeding habit of mosquito larva, butterfly, and what, and cockroach? So let me write that one by one. Mosquito larva, let me put dash on it. Butterfly. Please share this video to your friends, your classmates, because they will learn from this video. And then cockroach. Okay, so now the feeding habit of what, of mosquito, butterfly, and cockroach. For the first one, mosquito larva, that is what, filter feeder. And for butterfly is sucks nectar. Now the third one here is cockroach. Cockroach is a scavenger. So that is cockroach. Now let's look at question number 5. Now question number 5 here states that give 5 differences between genotype and phenotype. So whenever you're asked to give difference, you have to differentiate something in biology, it's very good for you to give it in a tabular form. But if you're asked to write similarities, that means compare similar. What are the similar things between 2 or 3 things? That one you don't need to tabulate. But differences, then tabulate. So let's tabulate. Now I've tabulated. So the first one is genotype, and the second one is what, phenotype. So number one difference between genotype and phenotype is that for genotype, it is what, it is inherited. Genotype is inherited. Now what about phenotype? Phenotype is observed. That means we observe phenotype. It is what, observed. Number 2, another difference we can give for genotype and phenotype is that genotype is what, is genetic. It is genetic. Why for phenotype? Phenotype is physical. Yes, phenotype is physical. Number 3, another difference we can give between genotype and phenotype is that for genotype, it is inside the body. For genotype rather, it is inside the body. Why for phenotype, it is outside the body. So for genotype, it is inside the body. Why for genotype, for genotype, it is inside the body. Why for phenotype, it is outside the body. Now, number 4. The fourth one that we can use to differentiate phenotype and genotype is that for genotype, it is not affected by what? By the environment. Yes. So genotype is not affected by the environment. It is not affected by the environment. So why for phenotype? Phenotype can be affected by the environment. Yes. So this one, it can be affected by the environment. Okay, now the fifth one here is that, what can we say again? Differentiating genotype and phenotype. We can see that genotype is shown in letter, that is, PB. So BB rather. Genotype is shown in letter. It is shown in letter. Something like BB. That means capital letter B and small letter B, capital letter B and small letter B, or something like this. TT, then T, small letter T, and small letter T. That is what, homozygous tall and what, heterozygous tall. So homozygous short, heterozygous short, something related to that. So it is shown in letter B. That means the capital letter B and small letter b. But for phenotype is shown in traits. So phenotype, that one is not shown in letter, it is shown in traits, character. So phenotype, it is shown in trait, or you call it character, anyone. So that is, having a brown eye. So let's say, look at this boy, he has a brown eye. So e.g. brown eye. So that's a so therefore that is a phenotype trait that you can observe from someone. So look at all these questions very well. Please take your time to go through them. They are just likely questions. Please add it up to whatever you are reading. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give us a like, give us a nice comment. Bye.